All right, here we go, guys. And we are back at the 2025 Tobay Beach Show in Long Island, New York. And today we're going to look at three 28-foot center console models from Tidewater, Fox, and finally Everglades. And, this is going to be a little controversial as far as my opinion goes. We'll save that to the end. But let's get started. We're going to start with the first entry here, the Tidewater 28.
All right, guys, we're looking at a Tidewater Custom 282 Twin F300s. Big bow here. Nice Carolina flare. I believe they're made in South Carolina. I like that. The anchor station there, steel plated. Dive door here. And the boat show price, $204,990. We'll take our shoes off, jump inside, see what we have. First thing we always notice when we're boarding. And sorry about that, camera shut off for some unknown reason. I didn't do that. Mentioned the twin F300s here, the Yamaha F300s. First thing I always notice, there is an integrated boarding light here. It's not covered or anything, which is okay. Sometimes, potential stub hazard here, but not the end of the world. 3 rod holders here, 3 rod holders on that side, twin live wells here. And let's step over this one live well. Yeah, you can see the live well here, aquarium style, flip up bench seat, access to your bilge under the bench seat. This nice rear facing mezzanine seat here, really nice. Batteries here, little storage next to those batteries. Little misaligned, it's okay. There's your dive door, second aquarium style live well there. Another fish box on this side. Let's close that. More storage here. There's the other battery. Do see there are knife and plier holders there. Flip up bolster seats here, a little more storage here, battery switches there, footrest here, more storage on this side, 2 level of footrest here, engine start stop buttons here, 1 garment screen on this, fully enclosed windshield. There's an actuator there to let in a breeze if you're running on a hot day. Glove box up here, nice hardtop. Powder coated handrails here, very nice. Nice little porcelain area here. Electrically controlled table here, so you can bring it up and down. Give yourself a little more room for fishing, or bring it up if you want to eat or just lounge. Cup holder here, storage here. Regular, the common wraparound forward seating that we normally see. A lot of cup holders up here. There's 3 up there. There's your windlass controls up there. A lot of rod holders too. It's nice that they add so many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on each side, and a lot of cup holders as well. It's a forward, an aft-facing look at the hardtop. Yeah, let's take a look at the head area. There you go. Porcelain head, sink area, storage area. Not really finished, but that's okay. You're only going to see that if you need to use the facilities. Decent amount of boat. Little, I nitpick here. Fit and finish could be a little better, but 600 horsepower, 28 feet, big boat. I don't know. That price seems accurate. I'm trying to think of the right word. Not cheap, not overly expensive. Certainly I saw a 26 cobia over there for $245,000. So this is a lot more boat for, tens of thousands less. I'm sure the fit and finish on that cobia is significantly better. I always gripe about this. 4 rod holders up here. You got this big T-top. Come on, guys. You could add more than 4. You can figure out a way of adding more than 4. All right, that's my quibble. Let's see what we got next. All right, guys, this is a big Sea Fox. I believe these are F300s. Maybe they're 350s. Nope, they're the V6 2-liter block F300s on this. I believe it's a 28. And yeah, aquarium style, big live well here. Second live well, even bigger here. 5 rod holders back there. Boarding ladder there. Rear bench seat here, that like a jump seat. A couple people can fit on this rear foldable bench seat. Bilge access there. Slide out Yeti cooler here. This is very CV-like. This, hey, Joey. There's my buddy Joey Leggio, getting better. Those of you that don't know, he had a accident. Battery switches here, tackle storage here. Again, very CV-like here. 2 rod holders here, 2 cup holders, beefy handrails here. Nice big hard top. Now, Sea Fox for a long time used to have the big sunroof up here. I guess they did away with that. Got 2 cell phone chargers up here. You got a glove and electronics box there. Rear-facing electronics box, very Cobia-like. I believe Cobia was the first brand to do that. Storage, footrest, glove box, cup holder, JL audio, digital throttles, flip-up bolster seats. What's the price and what's the model? 288 Commander, 253 641. I'm curious how this stacks up to that. What was it? The Tidewater we saw, the Tidewater Customs 282, if I'm not mistaken. Be curious to see what the price difference is. Big lounge seat here, very similar to that Tidewater. Big lounge area up here, including aft-facing seats or indentations on those cushions, so you can sit back that way, stare this way while you're underway. Couple of cup holders on each side as well. I do like this, that you can open these without having to remove the cushions. Where art thou? Big fish box there too. I didn't mention that. Same on the other side. I do want to see what the head compartment looks like. Some people get in a knicker if I say cabin. Hey, it's actually really nice. It's finished in here, gel coat finished. Porcelain head, nice step down area with a sea deck like material, little sink there, little storage area behind that, toilet paper, towels, whatever. There's some of your electronics, your JL audio. You have access to the rest of your electronics right there. And up here, it's actually nicely finished. Yeah. What was the price on this? $268. Saving $10,000. $253. Got my phone ringing. Shut that off. Yeah. I'm curious. I think this will obviously be compared to that Tidewater we saw. Curious what folks think. I mean, this feels like a wide boat. I don't remember how wide that one felt, but it feels equally as cluttered. And this is just personal opinion. It just seems like a lot of stuff in the way. Again, that's probably just me. But yeah, there you go. We'll see what we have next. All right, twin Yamaha F300s on a boat I used to own. The Everglades 285cc. Now, I owned it when it was called the Everglades 290 Pilot, but I bet you it's the same dimensions. Yeah, 28.4, 9.6. Pretty sure this is the same hull that I had. I believe it was. We'll get the specs. Dead Rise at Transom is 23. Looks very similar to the one I used to own. Again, it was called the 290 Pilot. Very innovative design at the time. It was a 2005 model twin Honda 225s. I have a video about my old boat. One of the most underrated running hulls. Is there a price on this? I was so no price on this. Let's see the back. $359,900. There's a $87,440 discount, so $300 and let's say $60,000. You got, I believe this is rod storage. Gonna use 2 hands. Nope, just regular storage. So on my model, there was actually rod storage built into the gunnels, but it is what it is. You do have the ability to open these without removing the cushions. The quality on these boats is great. I mean, they make such a heavy, well-built boat. And I know we looked at a couple of other 28s already that are significantly cheaper, but they're not going to be anywhere near as nice as this. Now, this is really interesting here, what Everglades did. I'm presuming some would say controversial. So no seats here, just leaning pads, leaning posts. And I'm presuming they did their research and they saw that most of the folks that are in the positions here don't sit down, they stand up. And instead, they use that room to add 2 seats behind here for passengers to look aft as the boat's underway. Not the stupidest idea I've ever heard of. That's your bilge access down there. You got 2 more flip-up bench seats here, so you definitely have enough room for 4 people here, and let's say possibly 4 across there, so 8 people, plus the forward seating, and twin Garmins on this. You have joystick controls, 2 cup holders, digital throttles. That window opens up, glass windshield. This is, I don't know what this is. I'm not going to even speculate, but this looks like it's something here. I don't know what it is. Maybe access for your radar or whatever. You would buy this boat for the ride and the quality. And I know it's $100,000 more than some of those other boats, but you know, if I were spending that much money as it is on a 28-foot boat, I would prefer this to those other boats. I know I usually wait till the end to say that. So why don't we just cut to the end now? And we'll articulate it a little better than I am here on the boat.
And yeah, certainly a controversial statement on my part, but honestly, having owned that exact hull, I can't begin to tell you what a great riding boat that is. It's foam filled. It feels like a solid one piece hull. You don't get any thuds. You don't get any hollow sound when you're cutting through big waves. It's just an amazing riding boat with superior fit and finish. Very underrated ride. Nobody thinks of Everglades when they think of rides. You know, they think Yellowfin, CV, Contender. Trust me, guys, Everglades rides amazing. The least favorite boat out of these 3, definitely that Sea Fox. 18 degrees of dead rise. Not really a lot of fuel. Yeah, just you know, for what they were charging, I didn't like it. Now the Tidewater was cheaper, and had better dead rise, better fuel capacity also. But the fit and finish, the hatches were misaligned. Again, I've ridden on Tidewaters, not impressed at all with the ride. Uh, Controversial again because this Everglades, was so much more expensive than those 2 other boats. But again, if it were my money, I would go with that Everglades. Let me know in the comments what you think. Yes, I know all the comments are going to be, they're all overpriced, and I tend to agree with that. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, if you like these videos, hit that like button. If you're not already a subscriber and you like content like this, please consider subscribing. And if you're not already a member of the channel, please consider joining. Lots of perks associated with that, including early access to videos.